What is going on, guys? NBA is back. We are so excited. Anthony and I are very excited for NBA. As most of you guys know, how we did last year. Hopefully, we guys helped you out a whole bunch last year, and going to do the same for you guys this year. So, fortunately, Anthony can't be here tonight, but probably going to be here for the Wednesday slate. So definitely tune in as well as we discuss the big slate for Wednesday. So, anyways, it's going to be me here for opening day. Hope you guys don't mind. Just 3 games. A lot of big names out there. Not the most exciting matchups fantasy-wise, but non-fantasy, pretty good matchups. So, um, anyway, we are doing premium lineups, and if you guys did premium lineups last year, you know that we downright destroyed on NBA. We were averaging at least a 320 every night, so definitely, if you guys are interested in that, definitely hit us up. We will have our email in the comment section. Just message us, and we'll get you all set up on NBA. So we are definitely stoked for the NBA season. Hopefully, you guys are as well. So. With that being said, let's get into it. As usual, we're going to be looking for our GPP kind of plays that nobody else has. It's going to be hard to do it, though, on this 3-game slate. Kind of just a 50-50 kind of slate here on the first game. So, anyway, with that being said, let's get into it. So our first game we have is New York and Cleveland. We got a total of 205 and Cleveland by 9.5. So this should be a relatively high-scoring game. Cleveland looks like they're going to take it over here, probably in the third, fourth quarter. They are at home. So anyway, I love Kyrie Irving. Everyone's going to have him. If you watched this last year, we always picked on Derrick Rose because Rose is not that good of a defender. That's why I think Chicago, let me go look. Yeah, that's why the Bulls were the 6th worst team against point guards because of Derrick Rose. So Irving is a must-play, 7,100. Everybody's going to have him. Not too high on Derrick Rose. Kyrie Irving is a pretty good defender. I don't know how much time Derrick Rose is going to play because he wasn't really there at all for the preseason because of his issue. So let me see. He's projected at 28 minutes. Jennings only at 20. So I'm not going there at all on the New York point guards, but definitely Irving is going to be in there for sure. Alrighty, you got shooting guards. J.R. Smith. I've never been too high on him. He might do half decent against Courtney Lee. If you guys want to pick him, you can. I'm not too high on J.R. Smith. Never have been on J.R. Smith unless LeBron James or somebody is out, but I'm not too high on him. So he'll probably get you about 20, 24, 25 points, but it's up to you guys if you want him. Don't care for Courtney Lee too much. So moving on, small forward, as usual, LeBron James. He is going to be, getting you at least 50 here tonight at home against Carmelo. 2 really good players. They're going to go at it. I'm not too high on Carmelo against LeBron because, LeBron's half-decent defender. Actually a pretty good defender. So I definitely take LeBron over Anthony. That's mostly there. I'm not really going to go into these other guys like Dunleavy and Lance Thomas. Like I said, it's the first game of the year, so they're going to be playing their stars quite a bit. So Thomas, he'll probably get 20 minutes, but don't go there because, like I said, these guys are probably going to be playing most of the game. So moving on, we got Kristaps Porzingis and Kevin Love at the power forward positions. So Porzingis looking a little bit better than last year. I know he got off to a hot start, and then he kind of cooled down, but they changed up their triangle defense. Don't think they're doing that much anymore, so I think that's going to help out new coaching staff. So I think that's going to help out Porzingis. He is taking on Kevin Love. Obviously not a bad defender, but I think Anthony's going to get locked down by LeBron quite a bit, and I think they're going to be pouring it inside to Kristaps Porzingis quite a bit since, and Noah's probably not going to do too much. So I think Porzingis is going to be leading New York here tomorrow in scoring. They're going to have to rely on him quite a bit. So I don't mind Porzingis at all. Love not the worst defender, pretty good defender. So, and then Kevin Love, I'm not too high on him. I mean, you can put him in there, but I think he'll only get you about maybe 29 to 33. That's not bad, but not pretty. But with the power forwards out there, I like somebody else more than Kevin Love. But I don't mind Porzingis, though. Not too high in love because he's just burnt me in the past. But it's up to you guys if you want to pick him. I don't care for Joakim Noah at all. I love Tristan Thompson here. Noah's not a bad defender, but he even said he was a little slow in the preseason, so I think Tristan Thompson is definitely going to open it up and have a pretty good game. So, look for him, probably get you about 10 points, probably about 13 rebounds. I really do like Tristan Thompson as a cheap option. A lot of other people are going to have him as well. I think Kyle O'Quinn's going to get some playing time, but I don't think he's enough for fantasy purposes. So, mostly Tristan Thompson I'm targeting. Don't mind Porzingis if you want to go that way. LeBron, obviously, and Irving's going to be in all my lineups. So that's kind of how that first game there is. All right, we're going to move on here. We got Utah and Portland. We got a 193 total in Portland by 5.5. So in the past when these guys play each other, pretty good defensive games. Not much going on. They're looking at around a 95, 93 kind of game. It's going to be low scoring as it usually is with Utah. They have a pretty good defense. So I don't mind Damian Lillard here facing George Hill. He's not the best defender out there. Lillard's just going to, I think, have a really good day. So if you're not going to go Curry, don't mind Lillard. I don't think he'll do as good as Curry, but he'll be very close to him, though. I think Lillard is definitely going to come out here in a bang against Utah and George Hill. So, and Lillard in their previous matchups is pretty good against Utah, so definitely don't mind Lillard. Maybe George Hill. It depends on Derek Favors. If he plays, don't really care for Hill. But if Favors is out, that's going to lead a little bit more on the George Hill. So I don't mind George Hill. Only if Favors is out, but I think Favors is going to play. So George Hill, I mean, he's an option. He's there, but probably get you about 25 points. Not too bad for 5,600, but not my favorite point guard out there. All right, C.J. McCollum, I love him as a player. Not a good matchup here against Utah. Utah is a lockdown defense. So I think McCollum probably gets you about 28, maybe 31. Not bad, but I'm going to go Rodney Hood here. As we all know, Hayward is out, so Hood is going to have to step it up. And like I said, if Favors is out as well, or he's limited, I think they're going to have to rely on Hood quite a bit. So definitely love Hood here for $5,400. Going to be playing him in every single one of my lineups. Alrighty, moving on to small forward, we have Evan Turner. Think he's going to be coming off the bench. Harkless was already, I think, announced the starter. So I don't really care for him. Joe Johnson's a pretty good defender. I know he's getting a little older, but Harkless probably not going to be too much of in this offense. Maybe you can put him in there as a GPP. I don't think he'll get you too many points, though. Yeah, he's only projected at 16, so not too high on Harkless. Not too high on Joe Johnson. Maybe if Favors is out, maybe Joe Johnson steps it up. So maybe Joe Johnson, actually, if you want to go that way as a GPP. I really don't mind him. He's not too high on the ratings, but like I said, it all depends on Favors. And then here's Favors right here. I think he practiced on Monday. Yeah, he's limited in practice, so we will see. We'll see if he plays or not. If he does play, if he wasn't injured, I would say definitely pick him. But then you got to remember he is going up against Al-Farouq Aminu, one of the best defenders. So Aminu, that's kind of why he's in Portland. Really good defender. So I was high on Favors in the beginning, but since they're probably going to put Aminu down there at power forward, plus Favors is a little hurt. Not as high as I used to be. And then for some reason, if he can't play, Trey Lyles steps in, even though he's playing Aminu. But he'll definitely probably get you about 24, 25 points, and that's totally fine because that will let you get in some of the bigger guys. Ed Davis, He's pretty productive, but only gets you about 20, 22 minutes per game. But he's very productive in those minutes. So, but I think they're going to be playing Aminu quite a bit against because they're going to need him for defensive purposes. Even though Davis is not a bad defender, so if Davis got some more minutes, I would definitely put him in there because he's very productive in those minutes. But probably going to pass on him here. And then Rudy, he's going to be in almost every single one of my lineups. As we know, he is just a machine. Portland was very bad against the center position last year, so I really do like Rudy quite a bit. Probably get you easy double-double, so probably get you about 35 points. I really do like Rudy Gobert. Alrighty, last but not least is San Antonio and Golden State. We have, let me see here. All right, we got a 212 total and Golden State by 9. So, as usual, San Antonio plays the Golden State pretty well. So, as we all know, Tim Duncan is not there anymore. If you want to maybe go sneaky, I don't like it too much, but maybe Tony Parker against Steph Curry. Curry was, once in a while off on his defense, but Parker going to have to be a little bit bigger role in this offense because no Tim Duncan. So, and Parker once in a while he can go off for about 30, 35 points. So maybe Parker comes out here. That's definitely a GPP. I don't mind that. Curry as normal, definitely put him in your lineup. And then I don't mind Klay Thompson here because Danny Green is out, and Danny Green is a heck of a defender. With no Danny Green, that puts Kyle Anderson in the starting lineup. I'm not too sure how good Anderson is as a defensive player, but I don't think he's as good as Danny Green, so I don't mind Klay Thompson at all. He's going to be raining threes out there quite a bit, I think. And thinking of Kyle Anderson, I really do like him. He's going to have to be, in the lineup, and he's $3,500. He'll probably won't do too much because you got Kawhi Leonard, Pau Gasol, Aldridge, all those guys. But he's cheap and he's going to fill your lineup. That's what you need. In a short slate like this, you're going to need guys that fill your lineup. Even though he, like I said, get you 23, 24, nothing much, but he's bare minimum, so he will definitely help you get some guys in there. I love Kawhi Leonard here. Durant, it's going to be a tough matchup, but as we all know, Kawhi is Kawhi. 7,900, it's kind of ridiculous that he's that cheap, but got to have him in all my lineups. I love Kevin Durant against Kawhi Leonard, though, one of the best in the game against defense. Nah, man. It's hard to say no to Kevin Durant. I still think he'll have a good game, but I don't think he's going to go off. He might, as Kevin Durant, but against a pretty good defensive player. So I'm going to go with Kawhi Leonard here over Durant, and it saves you some salary as well. Alrighty, so we got Draymond Green, LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge, really good defender. Draymond Green, good defender as well. So I don't mind Aldridge. I think he's going to be a little bit bigger part of this offense than he was last year. Don't mind him. They're going to need him to get a score down low. This is going to be a fast-paced game, though, so they're probably going to be definitely relying on Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker. But look for Aldridge and Pau Gasol to definitely do some damage inside. And Gasol is my favorite center play of the night, taking on Zaza Pachulia. As we all know, Golden State has huge issues in the center position. They can't guard it well. And when Zaza was with the Mavericks, Anthony and I always picked on him when he played over there. So Pau Gasol, I love him here. Probably get you about 35, 40. And he's, a new member of the Spurs, but I think they're going to need him quite a bit. So definitely I'd probably pick Gasol over Aldridge if you had to pick one. I don't mind Draymond, but not the best matchup for him here. So because Aldridge is, we know, a pretty good defender. So yeah, that mostly does that one there. So all right, anyway, I'll just give you guys one lineup since there's only 3 games. Usually we do one GPP and one 50-50, but since there's only 3 games, I'll just do one. So as usual, this is just a rough draft lineup, so if you do play it, just play it at your own risk. It's definitely not our final lineup. If you want our final, it is our premium lineups. Definitely don't miss out on that. So, all Alrighty, so I'm going to go Kyrie and Irving. As I said, you got to have them in a lot of your lineups. I'm going to skip on my point guard right now. I'm going to go Klay Thompson and Rodney Hood. Small forward, we're going to go Kawhi Leonard. And then I told you we need a place filler. If you want to get some of those other guys in your lineup, Kyle Anderson, just got to have him in there. I know he's lifted at small forward, but he will play playing the shooting guard against Klay Thompson. Let's see here. Not too high on. Let's go Tristan Thompson here. As I said, I don't mind him. Aldridge. That leaves me just short of Rudy, which kind of sucks. But, man, that would have been a very nice lineup to have right there. Yeah, anyway, we're just going to leave it at this. It's $200 short. You kind of get what I'm going at. Really love my point guards. Shooting guards are going to be just the way they are. My only area that I'm probably going to be switching up here is my power forward and my center position, because there's 4 or 5 different guys that you can put in there. Small forward, obviously, if you want, you can go put in LeBron or something like that. If you don't want to go Kawhi, but man, I love Kawhi quite a bit here in this matchup. So, like I said, don't mind Tristan Thompson either if you don't want to go Rudy. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So, alright, guys. Well, sorry this was short, but only 3 games and not Anthony here to discuss. So, a little bit quicker video than normal. So, alright, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you do, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. Wednesday, definitely check back, though. Anthony and I will be doing the discussion together. So definitely check in. You don't want to miss out on that. So, alrighty, guys. NBA's here. Definitely excited about it. Hopefully you guys are as well. So, hope you guys all do good in the tournaments tomorrow, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.